Rafi Kadri was the kind of boy who could trip over a shadow, spill water on dry sand, and somehow manage to get blamed for a thunderstorm that happened 5 kilometers away. His village, Chakwalpur, knew him well. Too well. Every time he walked through the bazaar, old shopkeepers would whisper, "There goes trouble on 2 legs. Hide your chickens. Hide your tools. Hide everything." But despite all this, Rafi had confidence. He had the type of confidence found only in 2 kinds of people: heroes and complete idiots. Rafi wasn't sure which one he was, but he hoped it was the first. Today, however, Rafi was buzzing with excitement. He had been sent by his grandmother, the legendary, terrifying, slipper-throwing Amma Yan, to buy vegetables from the market. "Rafi," she had yelled, "go get potatoes. And don't come back with nonsense. If you bring anything stupid today, I swear on my favorite tea kettle." Rafi saluted dramatically. "Yes, Amma Yan," then tripped over the doorstep. Then tripped again over nothing. And then walked confidently to the bazaar as if none of that had happened. Diamond suit the unusual stall. The bazaar of Chakwalpur was loud, colorful, and full of smells that made no sense. Fresh naan, spices, sweat, and somewhere in the air, a suspicious aroma that always smelled like someone had burned onions with socks. But Rafi walked with determination. He had a mission. Then he saw it. A strange stall at the corner of the bazaar, decorated with blinking fairy lights, 3 crooked signboards, and a huge banner that read, "Magical animals, discount. Buy 1, get chaos free." Behind the stall stood a short man wearing a purple turban, golden boots, and a beard that looked like it had never recovered from being struck by lightning. He smiled dramatically. "Welcome, young hero. I am Ustad Chakram, master of magical creatures, dealer of destiny, distributor of disaster." Rafi clapped excitedly. "Wow, do you sell dragons?" Chakram blinked. No, but I sell something better." He pulled the cloth off a cage. Inside stood a goat. A regular goat. A very normal-looking goat. Rafi frowned. "That's just a goat." The goat turned its head, narrowed its eyes, and said, "Just a goat. Excuse me, do you see this face? This is premium beauty." Rafi screamed. The goat screamed. Ustad Chakram screamed for dramatic effect even though he already knew the goat could talk. Then silence. Rafi stared. "Why you talk?" The goat rolled its eyes. "Yes, genius. I talk. I also sing, complain, and judge people's fashion choices. And by the way, nice slippers. They don't match your shirt." Rafi looked down at his slippers, insulted. "Hey, these are stylish." The goat shook its head. "No, they're tragic." Rafi gasped. "How dare you? What's your name anyway?" The goat puffed up proudly. "Gugu. Gugu the Magnificent." Ustad Chakram whispered. "Nobody calls him that except himself." Gugu glared at him. "I heard that." Rafi was fascinated. A talking goat. He imagined himself riding it into the village like a hero. Children cheering. Goat speaking wise words. Rafi becoming famous. He already felt important. "How much for him?" Rafi asked. Chakram rubbed his hands. "For you, my friend, only 1 bag of potatoes." Rafi blinked. "That's it. Yes. Yes. No more. Absolutely not, because he is cursed and creates chaos everywhere." Gugu shouted. "Don't listen to him. I create art." Rafi nodded quickly. "Deal." He handed over the entire bag of potatoes Amma Yan gave him. Somewhere in the distance, a slipper vibrated, sensing betrayal. Rafi proudly walked back with Gugu trotting beside him. He didn't know it yet, but this would be the biggest mistake, or adventure, of his life.
Studio microphone narrator. Evan's heart pounded as the walls began to whisper, dozens of voices. Men, women, children. "Help us. She won't let us leave. Don't listen to her." He covered his ears, but the whispers crawled inside his head. Then he saw her, the little girl from the drawings, standing at the far end of the hall, holding her doll. Studio microphone girl, soft, eerie. "Why did you open the door?" Evan stumbled back. I didn't mean to." The girl tilted her head. Now her eyes were black holes, endless and hollow. Studio microphone girl. Angry she was sleeping. And now she's awake. Suddenly the floor cracked open and shadows spilled out, cold, writhing shapes whispering his name. He ran through twisting halls and broken rooms until he found the front door. But when he opened it, there was nothing outside that Inno Street. No night sky, just the same house again.
Studio microphone narrator. Evan realized the truth. The house wasn't just haunted, that it was alive. He went back to the room with the doll. This time, he looked closer. There was something sewn into its back. A small keyhole, he searched the drawers and found a tiny silver key, shaped like a teardrop. When he turned it, the doll's chest opened, revealing a rolled-up note that IT read. To whoever finds this, the girl isn't real. She's the house that don't look into her eyes. Evan froze. Behind him, a voice whispered, "Too late." He turned and saw her standing right behind him. Her doll hung limply in her hand, its head tilted. The walls trembled, dust falling from the ceiling. Studio microphone girl, smiling, "Now you'll stay with us, forever."
A slow, deliberate knock, once, twice. Then a deep dragging sound, like something enormous shifting behind the door. Aira stumbled backward. "No, that's impossible," she breathed. "You're supposed to be gone." The knocking came again, louder this time, shaking dust from the ceiling. She forced herself forward. Her lantern swung wildly, casting looping shadows that crawled across the walls like black vines. "Grandfather," she called. "If this is you, please answer me." The temperature dropped instantly. Frost crawled along her fingertips, up her wrist, and across the lantern's metal handle. The flame inside shrank, shivering like a dying star, and then she heard it. A voice, thin, broken, distant, leaking through the cracks of the door. "Aira." Her heart stopped. She pressed her ear to the cold wood. "Grandfather." Her voice cracked. "Aira, don't open the door." Her breath froze in her chest. Before she could respond, the door shook violently, so hard that the walls groaned. Loose nails rattled and skittered onto the floor. The house heaved, like something trapped inside was trying to tear its way out. Aira stepped back, shaking, unsure if she wanted to run or stay. Then she heard footsteps behind her, slow, heavy. Right behind her. She spun around. Nobody, just the long, dim corridor stretching back into darkness. Suddenly, the lantern went out. Aira was swallowed whole by darkness so complete, she couldn't even see her own hand. Panic clawed up her throat. Then the whisper returned, so close it brushed her ear. "Aira, you opened the wrong doorway." She froze. A cold hand rested on her shoulder. She didn't dare breathe, and from behind the carved door came one final, earth,